Great. So moving on to George Cloke's submission. So George is an audiovisual artist and environmental researcher from the UK. His music has been featured on the Japanese label Flau and played on Radio 1, Six Music and NTS. He's currently a PhD candidate and Chase Scholar at SOAS. So we loved George's work, Earth is All Melody, for its lightness of touch, for taking us on a journey that was by turns joyful, thought-provoking, sensitive, and humorous. We were transported into a variety of musical environments, moving through landscapes populated by birdsong, mobile phone bleeps, Korean subway announcements, classical piano riffs, a plethora of seemingly disconnected sources. In less assured hands, this collection of sounds could have remained arbitrary, but the composer has woven them together into a landscape that not only works across its span through creating contrasted musical movements, but also rewards deep listening from moment to moment, where delicate complexes of texture subtly express the multiple layers of everyday sonic life with seductive and surprising polyphonies. Earth is All Melody is an uplifting work. It reflects on the preciousness of the environment, but it does not nag. It shares its message of hope with deftness and graceful skill. So welcome, George, to talk about his piece.
Thank you so much, Sadie. That was such kind words. Thank you to the Ivan Juritz team and family for being so supportive to all of us nominees. As I'm on, thank yous. A huge shout out to everyone at the Asia Culture Centre in South Korea who helped me create this work, and also to everyone at SOAS and Chase, and my wonderful supervisor, Rachel, for being here this evening, for letting me stop PhD work and make K-pop and things that I'll show you in a bit. So just to tee up this work, I'm basically, thank you. So I basically worked with urban architects, K-pop musicians, scientists, environmental activists, disability rights campaigners, asking these different kinds of people, what would a utopian future cityscape sound like, somewhere that is more interconnected with nature, is accessible to everyone, and has greater focus on community, spirit, and harmony. So the clip that we're about to see is when I worked with a vision-impaired artist and campaigner called Park Jung-in, and she was basically telling me that she wants to take public transport more, but being vision impaired, you need much more like accessible understandings of how to use public transport. So together we envisaged a audio assistive device that she could use. Some of these are being developed today, but like not to the need that suits her to use public transport. So April, could we play from about 30 seconds in? Is that all right?
교차로에 접근 중입니다. 계속 직진하십시오.
이곳에 새로운 방음벽을 설치하고 있는 것 같아요.
트램 출발역에 곧 도착 예정입니다. 지울대 입구역 방면 트램이 접근 중입니다. 타고 내리실 때 조심하시기 바랍니다.
của cả con người và những sinh vật khác, nơi không có sự ô nhiễm và nhiều khoảng thở. Nước ai cũng có nhà để trở về.
大家会当用家己的语言来沟通的世界。大家可以用自己的语言来沟通的世界。A world where humans can communicate using their own
สบาย
language.
ดีข้าพเจ้าแอนนี่ศรีหราชแม่นหนึ่งในสมาชิกของสมาคมสเตโลเวสลาวพวกเขาคือวัยรุ่นที่มีความต้องการ
이번 역은 치유의 숲, 치유의 숲역입니다. 내리실 문은 오른쪽입니다. 숲소리 공원이나 식물 전문 도서관으로 가실 분은 이번 역에서 내리시기 바랍니다. This stop is Forest Healing Center. Forest Healing Center. The doors are on your right.
치유의 숲에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 다음 휘톤치드 테라피는 11시에
Probably
시작합니다.
stop it there. I just briefly add that the voice that you hear in the metro station is the voice of the South Korean, like the real life metro announcer. So basically the whole piece is centered around these different metro stations. I thought it was quite a cool idea, but having done it, I realized I was giving all these poor Korean audience members like PTSD from their morning commute, where it's like, this can't be happening. Finally, I'd just say it was such a privilege to work with so many people from across disciplines to get their ideas of what a more sustainable, accessible future would envisage. And what really struck me was sort of going on what Sadie and Fabo said. No one mentioned AI or a technological boom. They were really talking about very grounded, practical understandings of what grass community can be, working with nature and living with nature. So just to finish, I would invoke the ambient music pioneer Brian Eno, who apparently once said at an urban planning conference, a real smart city is a smart city that invokes the intelligence of its citizens. Thank you so much.